touch with your creator. Stay level-minded, because when success comes, you know, that what draws out the monster that's inside you to become an antagonistic type person. You know what I'm saying? A person who is not well liked or anything. Money changes people. Money changes people. But it's not really necessarily the money, it's the ability of the money that enables you to do what it is that you really want to do on inside of your heart and your mind, that you've been planning and thinking all the time. Hey man, as soon as I get some money, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But in retrospect, a lot of people, as soon as they get money, I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna become real successful. And then as soon as they get 100 grand, what they do? They in the club, they partying, they drunk, they're passing out on the street, they're flashing their money and this, that, and the other, bragging and talking down on everybody else for being less fortunate. Okay? And then when they lose their money, what? Then they come back to their senses and be like, oh man, I messed up. Yeah, you really did. You messed up your money. You know what I'm saying? But when you mess up your money after you done put down your fans, put down people who have lifted you up and brought you along the way, maybe even give you a slice of a pie that you never created or never baked yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you turn around and and I call it flaking, you know, fake friends, you flaking on people. You know, a friend that left you after they took your cake, you know what I'm saying? You took the whole cake and then they flake on you, you know. You trying to give them a slice of the pie so that they can have something. Give them advice, do this, do these, all these different things. Help them find a job. You know what I'm saying? They can't find a job for themselves, so you help them find a job. They can't make money, so you get them to work because they don't have a way to get to work. If you helping them find a job, then guess what, motherfucker? Sooner or later, they going to call you on your motherfucking phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, man, can you help me get to work? You see what I'm saying? And you have to be a man of integrity to be able to say, yeah, brother, I'm gonna help you get to work. Because inevitably, what you should have done, if that was the case, if when it got to that point, you be like, man, dang, you ain't got no family, no friends to call, man. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, man. What you calling me on the phone for, man? Dang, I helped you get a job. You can't get to work, man. Hell no, motherfucker, he can't get to work. The motherfucker, dang, he ain't got no damn car. He didn't have a job when y'all was friends. Hell, man, when he called you, he didn't have a job. And you helped him get a job. How the hell he gonna get there? That's the reason why the Bible said, Christ said this. The Lord said this. He said if a man asks you, you know, beckons you to go with him 1 mile, then agree to go 2 miles with the man. If he asks for your coat, give him also the shirt on your back. That's what Christ said. You want to be like Christ? There's a lot of people in this world walking around talking about, I want to be like Christ. No, you don't. I want to be a living example of the way Christ was. No, you don't. You really don't. All right? You really don't. You got to go back and actually read what Christ is actually teaching. And with that being said, I'm finna end this segment because I'm really tired of talking about wrestling. So I'm gonna change really the subject, and my next video or whatever I do is just gonna be on something else, probably Revelations, probably the Bible. You know, it's 2022. You know, it's the last days, and people are becoming more and more. People are becoming more and more less in touch with reality. Okay, some what I mean by less in touch with reality, I'm talking about reality as far as who created this world. I'm talking you're becoming less in touch with God. You're becoming less in touch with the Most High. People, you know, you're more prepared for destruction than you are for salvation. So I think this is the time that my people, especially my people, but this is the time that you know that you really want to tap in with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself and kneel down and pray to God. You know, you're like, oh, I'm a man. I don't bow down and pray. What did Christ say? Christ said that there was two, and I'm gonna end it with this parable. You say you're a man, and we don't bow down and pray. That's a Christian thing, and we don't do that here. And you got a lot to say about it, but Christ actually said this one thing. He said that there was two men, a tax collector and a Hebrew Israelite, renowned rich man. Hebrew rich man came in there, say, Lord, I'm glad that I'm not like most people, such and such, a murderer or extortioner, this, that, and the other. I'm not like this tax collector here. You know, I'm glad that I'm not like all these other people who are fucked up. That's pretty much what he was saying. And then the tax collector, being afar off, Christ said he kneeled down on his knees and smote his chest, beating on his chest. And he had so much disgust for himself. He was in such shame because he was a tax collector, taken from his own people for a government that was killing them, okay, oppressing them and persecuting them. And Christ said, he said, after he smote his chest, he said, Lord, forgive me, I am a sinner. He's like, Lord, forgive me, I'm a sinner. And Christ said, which one of these two men do you suppose that the Creator, that God had mercy upon? He said, every man that... What y'all barking at? Christ said, everyone that lifts himself up will be abased. Pride will be abased. But every man that humbles himself, then the Lord, he will uplift them. He will honor them. But if you're not humble, then God is not going to honor you. And with that being said, I hope that you had a happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath.